Welcome to SST College of Arts and Commerce Ulhasnagar. This is SST Edupedia. Myself, Assistant Professor Yogesh Patil from the Department of Science, IT and CS. Friends, today we are going to discuss the topic for TY.B.SC IT, Semester 5, subject Linux System Administration, and the topic which we are going to discuss, that is managing the softwares in Linux, and this is a part 1 from the session. So friends, in this session we are going to discuss the topics like understanding RPM, means what is mean by RPM, why it is necessary, then understanding the meta package handlers, then we will see some examples that how to install the software with using yum command. So before we start to understand what is mean by RPM, let's see, there are few problems with previous system while installing the software. So as you can see, in earlier days in Linux we are using tarball to install the software, and or you can say it is a default method to install the softwares in Linux. So the tarball, basically these are the archives which contains some files that needed to be installed, or we can copy those files into the system. So unfortunately there were no rules for exactly what we needed with the tarball. So neither we were there any specification of how the software in the tarball was to be installed. So it's not specified, and because of that it creates many problems with it. So there are some several reasons, like there was no standardization, because we can directly installing, or we are directly copying the files, software files, into the Linux system. Then when we are using the tarballs, there was no way to track what was to be installed or how and what has been installed into the system, because it's just a copy or pasting the file into the system. Then updating and deinstalling the tarball was very difficult to do. So if we want to delete the software, we need to search it and we need to delete that file, particular file. Then if you can see, the ability to trace this software was needed to overcome. All these reasons are very challenges for installing and deinstalling the softwares. So to overcome this disadvantage of tarballs, the Red Hat Package Manager, that is RPM, it has been introduced, and it is one of the standard design to fulfill these three needs, or to overcome these drawbacks. So an RPM, it is basically an archive file, and it is created with some commands or some combination of some commands. So however, it's not an ordinary archive file. So with RPM we can also use some metadata which is describing what is the package, or where those different files should be installed. So the files with the RPM, or with the help of RPM, has been installed separately in the Linux file system. So because of RPM, it is very well organized, and it is very easy to administrate, to query exactly what is happening in the system, or whatever we are installing or deinstalling or uninstalling into the system. Now another benefit of using RPM, that is its database is created in the directory. The directory was var/lib/rpm. So in the RPM directory, which is located in the main parent var directory, it is storing, or it is creating a database. Then this database keeps a track of exact version of the particular file. So if I am installing a DHCP package with the version i586, so if I am trying to reinstall the software, or I want to update the software with the latest version, I can do that with the help of RPM, and RPM is taking a track of each and every version of that particular software. So even thus, for an administration or administrator point of view, it is possible to query individual RPM file to see their content. So as we have discussed earlier, that we are not able to check what file or what kind of software we have installed previously with the help of TY.B.SC. But with the help of RPM, we can check what are the content of that RPM file and or that particular package of the software. Then you can also query the database to see where a specific file come from or what exactly in that particular RPM file. So we can check each and everything before the installing the softwares or the packages into a Linux system with the help of RPM. Then we can also see that what is mean by meta package. So let's discuss about the meta package. As you can see, RPM is become a very successful step for installing or managing the software. So it is still there are some inconvenience that must be deal with the software dependencies. For that they have introduced the meta package handlers. So to standardize the software, many problems or many programs has been used in Linux which are using the libraries and other common component which has been provided by the other software packages. So it means that to install a package A, the package B is also required, or package B has to be present into a system. So it means by this way dealing with the software, it is known as a software dependencies. For example, if I want to download any particular software, okay, just like package A or package B, if I want to download or if I want to install NetBeans, what we need JDK. It is the NetBeans is depend upon the JDK or a Java. So this is one kind of software dependencies. So here, for installing one particular package, there might that we need another package. So while working with this RPM, we can say that or we can check these dependency messages which is not available with the previous process or previous system which we are using to install the software in Linux. So as you can see on a screen, there is one command like rpm -ivh creator po -0.9.8-4.e16.noarch.rpm. This is a package for Creator Pro, and Creator Repo is one of the most usable package in the Linux. So we are creating a RPO file, or we are creating this package will be used to create an repository files, and as you can see, we are installing a version 0.9.8 over here, and this .rpm, it shows that this is an RPM based package file. So if it is depend or this package is need some another software, it will show us an warning message. As you can see, there is one warning message that create repo hyphen 0.9.8 and further followed by that RPM in header v3 rsa/sha 256 and signature and key ID fd431d51, and this is a non-key. So it's showing that the particular software is not installed due to it is depending upon one particular software which is given below, like delta RPM. It is needed by this create repo. So before installing this create repo, package, we need to install delta RPM. So we need to install Python-delta RPM before installing this package. So these kind of things is possible due to RPM, and for this, let's see how we are going to install the packages. So to install the package, we are using yum command. Now yum command, this is a command which allows us to install both a single package or multiple package, as well as a group of package which we need. So installing an individual package is very simple steps. If I want to install a single package file or a single file or a single software, in that case we just need to log in with a super user, because these are the system based command. So after successful login with super user, or otherwise we can use su command or sudo command before yum command. So to install any non dependencies based package, we are just using a syntax like yum install and then name of the package. This will be the command to install the package. For example, if we are going to install any particular package, that the same package previously we are using, or DHCP package, what we need, we just need a command yum followed by install space followed by the name of the package, that is dhcp.rpm, whatever the name of that RPM file, we just need to write it, and then it will start the installation of that particular single package. Then if we want to install multiple package, then what we need, the command will be like yum install, then name of the package space another name of the package, or whatever the next package. So we can, in a single line, we can name a different package, but here we have to write a complete name followed with the .rpm. Then we can create an archive file, or we can install the multi-library system such as AMD 64 or Intel 64 machine. They needed some files or architecture files. So for that, what we can do, we can just use, for example, we are installing SQLite into the system. So that archive file will be installed directly by using yum install followed by the particular package, that is SQLite.i686. This will be the package which we are using to install a complete multiple or multi-library system into our software. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for being with us. Thanks a lot.